ජයගමු ශ්‍රී ලංකා ජනතා ජංගම සේවය මාර්තු 1 සහ 2 මහනුවරට.
ප්‍රථමයෙන් මම අපේ ගෞරවනීය ස්තුතිය ජපාන රජයටත් ජපානයේ ජනතාවටත් ඉතාම ගෞරවයෙන් පුද කර සිටිනවා. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ සෞඛ්‍ය අමාත්‍යාංශය සහ සමස්ත සෞඛ්‍ය සේවාවේ ඉන්ධන වෙනුවෙන් අවශ්‍ය ඒ පිරිවැය ජපාන් රජය මගින් දරමින් ආසන්න වශයෙන් වසර 2කට ප්‍රමාණවත් ඉන්ධන තොගයක් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ සෞඛ්‍ය සේවාවට පරිත්‍යාග කිරීම පිළිබඳව අපි තාම ගෞරවයෙන් ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. ජපානයෙන් බිලියන 5කට ආසන්න මුදලක් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවෙන් නම් රුපියල් බිලියන 12ක් කෝටි 1200ක පමණ මුදලක පරිත්‍යාගයක් ජපාන රජය මගින් අපේ රටට කරලා තිබෙනවා. එහිදී මේ පිළිබඳව එතුමන්ලාට අපේ හෘදයාංගම ස්තුතිය නැවත වතාවක් පුද කරන්නට රට අසීරු අවස්ථාවක් පසු කරමින් යන ගමනකදී අපිට ශක්තිය දීම පිළිබඳව අපේ ගෞරවනීය ස්තුතිය මේ අවසරදී නැවත පුද කර සිටිනවා. Japan had been a long standing friend of ours. That strong bond started in 1952 once former president of ours as a minister of finance made a historic speech in San Francisco requesting Japan to be treated as an equal country, which opened doors vistas for the Japanese economy and the people of that era to gain access to the other world leaders, world countries and world economies. So as a gratitude, a nation which is full of gratefulness historically and also as at now, they come forward at many different times to ensure that Sri Lankan people live a better life, decent life. So that's why there had been many different occasions they have come forward to help Sri Lankan health sector and also the infrastructure development including road, railways, and also schools, other infrastructure facilities. A sizable portion of such donations and soft loans have come to health sector. This morning also, apart from the donation of the Jayawardhanapura Hospital to Sri Lankan people, there will be many donations like that. In the morning also we had discussions with JICA. They were to give us 5 cath labs to identify 5 hospitals in the country. Now after the rescheduling of the loans, we should be able to go ahead and get those cath labs also for the benefit of the Sri Lankan people, which is coming at a very decent cost. Therefore, I take this opportunity again to thank people of Japan and the ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, and especially acting ambassador to Sri Lanka, His Excellency Katsuki Kotaro, who had been a friend of Sri Lankan people during his tenure as the deputy ambassador in Sri Lanka. He's a very humble gentleman. He's studied at Harvard University, and he was also very much moved by the fact that Sri Lankan people were going through, very difficult time in 2022, partly because of erroneous financial and policy decisions that government made, but also which is followed by the COVID pandemic, which burned fingers our nation. So that at that time, they were also finding very difficult to find fuel. Country was going through a very tough time in relation to finding fuel, gas, electricity, etc. So at that time, there was social riots, the social upheaval. So country was going through a very difficult social and political time. So our houses also burnt as a result of that. His Excellency Kotaro was very sympathetic towards us, and he personally went to see my house as well, which I am very thankful. So they were so moved. So from that time onwards, actually, we've developed a very close friendship, and I understand how he feels, how people of Japan feels about the people of Sri Lanka. So we are very thankful for you, and the relationship, the bond between two countries have gone from strength to strength during last decades, and we can see the future would be much better in time to come in relation to the relationships that we develop between two countries. So let us hope that two countries, the friendship and the bonds between two countries will further strengthen, and in that regard, whatever the support or whatever the commitment from our side is fully assured to ensure that Sri Lanka remain one of the best friends of Japan in time to come.